Hi again. Time for more Doki Doki. I don't know why I did it in that voice. Now I feel like a lame. Last time, Sayori was going through some emotional problems because we don't love her the way she wants us to love her. This this save point makes it look like this is a different kind of visual novel. But we didn't love her in the way we didn't love Sayori the way she wanted us to love her. So she's a little bummed. I'm a little worried about her, but my character doesn't seem to be too worried. He's just like, well, we'll see her at the festival, I guess. So today's the day of the festival, and that's what we're doing now. It's the day of the festival, as I've said. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki. Who's Natsuki? Maeve? Maeve. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Maeve about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Cassie, I'm sure the event will be great too. Delvina! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Cassie is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Cassie would like and submitted it. Oh yeah, she said we could pick up the poems. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. Wow. Are we really calling her a dummy? You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. Why is our character such a shithead? I feel like sometimes he's super understandable, and other times he's just a complete asshole. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful. Okay, knowing that it's not nearly that simple for her. Okay, we have a heart. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? Okay, our character has a heart. Ahahaha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Delvina. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Cassie? You know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Is this sound low? Nope, my music's down. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Cassie is being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing it. Is she like the actual, like she's the game? Like she's like a personification of the game itself? Because that's what it kind of seems like. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this would definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Maeve's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Percentage mark? Get out of my head, get out of my... Get out of my head, get out of my head. I'm not going to say that. That's many times. I'm really not going to do it. I don't have it in me. Get out of my head like 20 times. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. 1 second. Where was I? Okay. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Okay. What is this? Reading a poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Delvina? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Cassie calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they have always been. I hope she didn't kill herself, because I would feel really bad if she did that. That's all she needs and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Please be alive. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. Are we still calling her a dummy? There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Ah! She did! No! She did kill herself! No! Sayori! Oh, okay. So my game was doing this before this part, so I kind of wonder if my game, the times I thought the game was broken, it was just me. I mean, it was just the game doing it. Okay. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Her shirt's kinda ripped. Maybe she didn't do it herself. Who rips their shirt when they're committing suicide? Just yesterday. In that way. Because it's not like caught up in a rope, you know? So I don't know how else her shirt would have ripped like that. I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know it's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Oh, just cut to my scream. Cut to I don't want to scream. Okay. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Oh, is that a hint? I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Okay. Okay, well, that's the bad ending. This is freaking me out. I want to, like, tear off my skin. I don't know why it is saving, like, stop, game. Game, please. Oh my god, my skin. Okay. File error, character Sayori. This file is missing a corrupt. Is it doing it because I killed her in one playthrough? Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. The saves file is corrupt, starting a new game. Oh my god, what is this? I'm gonna rip off my skin if the characters keep looking like that, because it's like, it's really bothering me. Scratching my neck. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is, Let's call her Ahi. This girl is Ahi, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting now. But she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. Do I have to read this again? Because, like, I did this already. However, I just sigh and idle in the crosswalk and let Ahi catch up to me. Oh, game, please, no, I can't do this. Oh, it's freaking me out. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, surrounded by couples or friend groups. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any of the clubs. Perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up all my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would be too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start the anime club. Oh, it's gonna freak out again. Oh, God. Yup. Okay. Cassie! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Cassie smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Glitches just really bother me. Even though I know these glitches are intentional now, they really bother me. Like, I can't stand to look at them. Cassie was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in a debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? I don't know why I'm rushing through this as if I read this part, because I'm pretty sure this wasn't in the first part of the game. Like, this is new information. Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Can I save? Did it really delete all my saves? It did! I'm gonna put it there anyway, just in case my saves come back. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Cassie say she? Hey, Davina. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me very happy. Please? No, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Cassie? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Delvina, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I don't want to go to this club. How's it gonna look inside? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Cassie and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Cassie across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Cassie, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Ah! A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I think this is old content again. Don't be mean, Maeve. Only, I think before, Sayori was saying her part. But anyway, welcome to the club, Delvina. What is that? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Cassie's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Maeve. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Maeve is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Maeve, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. I never knew she was the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Maeve. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Delvina in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Cassie, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, Well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Delvina? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Cassie and Maeve sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Cassie. I'm just afraid that this game is going to start glitching and I'm going to see it in its full glory and it's going to bother me a lot. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. On a bright side though, even though, you know, Sayori's gone, which it really does suck. I knew she was gonna kill herself. I just hoped that she wouldn't. Yuri isn't a vampire, so I at least didn't pick a vampire. The horror is the suicide. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Maeve? Well, I guess. Maeve reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Cassie must have worked really hard to find these two. Just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know?
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles herself in relief.
So, Delvina, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, consider how little I've read the France reviews and I'm going to internet, manga. I'm gonna quietly to myself half joking. Maeve's head suddenly perks up. This is old stuff again. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not that much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Foreshadowing!
Isn't it amazing how writing can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I'm reading a horror book now. Ha ha ha. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimal level. This rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with Rock. Ha ha ha, I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Is this new information?
I feel like this is new information, but maybe I just don't remember. Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Maeve's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Maeve? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called, oh yeah, this is old. Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Maeve, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Maeve averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Maeve feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence.
This is a lot of text to not tell me what happened to Sayori. I'm back in time and Sayori's just missing.
The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Maeve feel more comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Maeve and Yuri look quizzically at Cassie. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share that with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Cassie. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all.
You know what? Wasn't Sayori the vice president? I feel like Sayori was the vice president.
I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Delvina?
Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Cassie may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Who's that?
I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glasses before Cassie turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Delvina. Oh god, is it gonna glitch? The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. That's not. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join a literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Delvina? Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Delvina, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I mean, I kind of led to a girl's suicide, so I mean, I don't know how amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? That's not fair. He didn't lead to her suicide. She led to her suicide. I don't want to blame a character. It's her fault she committed suicide. It's not my character's fault. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Cassie looks over me once more. Delvina, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really express to class star Cassie with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. I'm always afraid that something's going to appear when I go to a different screen. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room, make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between 3 girls. Maeve, Yuri, and of course, Cassie. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Am I going to keep doing this over and over until, like, there's one girl left? Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. I've unlocked a special poem. I don't want to read it. Stare at the dot. I don't want to stare at the dot. No. I don't want to. I don't want to stare at the dot. I don't want to stare at this dot. I don't want to do this. I don't want it. Is it over yet? Is it over? I'm staring at the dot. I love you. Got it. Yep, moving on. New. Move on. Oh god, if I knew it was horror, I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have done this. Okay. So I remember, oh, you know what? I feel like the last time I did this poem, next time I'm given a secret poem, I'm not reading. I can't do it. Hi again, Delvina. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Now don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. The music is weird. I swear the music wasn't weird like this last scene. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is hanging out. Ah! Oh god! Thanks for keeping your promise, Alvina. Oh, this is too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Ah! Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Cassie. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't hear the end of it. She's covering the text! I can't even read anymore! May finds herself stuck between saying Cassie and manga. Manga is literature! I can't... Oh no. I'm sorry, Delina. Only shows put you in your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots me with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in a club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Oh my god, do I have to do the scene over with all this creepy music and stuff when we're reading together and I'm feeding her the chocolate? I can't do it. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you want to. My shoulder's starting to hurt. Is the screen tilting, or am I crazy because I was, like, doing like this? I think I'm crazy. Okay.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
He reaches her bag, pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Oh.
So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it keeps attention every time you should read. But we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is. How's this girl? It's gonna be so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book.
Yeah. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
So now the screen isn't tilted. I wasn't crazy. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Cassie to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yu's face is already blurred in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for a chance. Meanwhile, Maeve is rummaging through the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri more. At the same time, I just feel bad for distracting her from reading. Is the music bad? I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. It kind of sounds like the music is back. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I don't like it. Mother, this sensation that made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. I was focused. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right? I'm so scared.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
I want to move back more from my computer screen. I feel like I'm too close. Is that so? What's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book's a portrait of Markov. It's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religion camp that was turned into a human experiment prison.
Was that what the book was about before? I don't remember that description.
And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood.
That part kind of sounds familiar. I feel like the music's getting weird again.
But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing...
No, that's not what happened before. That's not what the book was about before.
Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean.
Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it seem like it's gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Delvina?
I'm not a fan. I don't like this dark turn. I don't like it. No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those types of stories. Don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story...
What am I gonna do when we start reading poems to each other? I'm not gonna be able to read them. Something's gonna pop out and scream, and I'm never gonna be able to finish this game.
It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil,
but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly...
I'm rambling, aren't I?
Oh, God.
Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. That was just terrifying.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts,
my whole body gets incredibly... Oh, God.
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
Stop! You're talking too much. Stop. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? Ah! Yes!
I mean, you don't have to... What are you saying?
You're in the... Let me just get the book. Quickly read the book if I'm right. So I have to alt-tab to check how slouched I am right now to see if I have to fix myself, and I'm afraid to alt-tab. I'm afraid to do it. I'm just gonna save, and it's not gonna scare me when I come back. It's not gonna scare me. Okay. I'm good enough. I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag. Alright, is it fine if I sit there? Slip in a seat next to Yuri's? Yeah. Are you sure? Seem a little apprehensive?
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. Just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Oh, alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence on my shoulder. Not particular bad thing, maybe a little distracted, but feeling somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. I can't do it. I can't do this. I'm scared. I can't do it. I really can't do it. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
I was just bathing in the feel of your body heat. What was that last word? You really apologized a lot, didn't
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
I have to Google if there's a jump scare. I have to do it. Otherwise, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, the jump scares that have been happening so far are good enough. I can't do it if it goes from, like, text. If I'm reading a poem and then, like, someone's face appears, that's gonna... I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up to Yuri's, and I hold my book between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way. So instead I use my right hand to hold the book up. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn a page. The music got weird again. Oh my god, no, this is gonna be fucked. Your face is gonna like turn into Sayori's. It takes the left arm of the book. Oh, I didn't say my right arm and right side book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides on her thumb after it flips to her side, but in holding it like this, we're holding even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
I turn the page. I'm sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over Yuri's face again, our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right?
I don't mind being patient if
it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, so I'm not listening to anything right now. So if like something weird's happening, I don't know it. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn a page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it float over to her side as she catches in her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Why did she get that crazy eye?
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry.
Oh my god, does she kill people? I thought she was just a vampire. I didn't know she was just a murderer.
I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
She's gonna kill me. She's actually gonna murder me, and there's nothing I can do about it but not play the game. Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Yeah?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. I need a rest. Your breathing is a little... Am I breathing? Oh my god, can I hear her breathing? I can't. Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel a heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Delbina? Did something happen just now?
Yes, she's crazy. She's gonna murder all of us. She's did Sayori, and now she's gonna murder me. Maybe she'll murder you. I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. I feel like this is new with her eyes closed. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Haha, don't worry, I believe you, silly.
Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. I feel like really safe with my headphones over my ears. I feel safe, like I sit up almost straight. I don't want to share our poems, though. Oh, God.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. Stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in a book, then I slip it back into my bag. I don't want to read poems. I really don't want to do this. I feel like Maeve's poems are generally the least scary. I told Maeve I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me.
It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. I don't want to read this. Eagles to fly. Yep, I read this one already. I got it. I read that one. I just wanted to go away. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you go do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight in the wordplay. Like I set up for rhyme at that. Got it. So we did. Warrington, that's what it means to be pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the next one here, did ya? Yeah, I've heard this one. I've heard this comment. Okay. Cassie's poems are weird. Maybe it'll be the same one.
Having a good time so far? I'm not.
I'm not having a good time.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do about it, I'm always listening.
Make me more comfortable, because I'm afraid the purple-haired one is going to murder me. That's what I want.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, wanna share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Delbina. You're all a little embarrassed today, you know?
So very good. That's true. I hand casting my poem.
Great job, Delbina. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Okay, I have to actually, stop for a bit, so I guess I'll just cut and